Well, these are a couple of Rothko canvas bags I picked up from C.H. Cadel's. Actually, C.H. Cadel's or Bud K out of Georgia. Typically, they have a lot of specials. They have sales. Of course, my cats like to freaking sleep on them because they're canvas. But I like the canvas a lot better than nylon, and this seems to be stronger. It's basically a reproduction, probably made in India, by Rothko of a 1953 model, basically the Korean War. And what I like about them is they have, instead of Velcro, which wears out, or sometimes you have these kind of straps, which are kind of not that quick to open up and close. It's got good heavy-duty zippers. This is a more light-duty one on this small pack pocket, but the main zipper is a heavy-duty, and it's got a nice pull tab on here where you can grab the zipper. And these even have little pull tabs on them, 2 zippers, shoulder strap, and the handhelds to hold it. Now, I also picked up, I already have one here. Mr. Putin the cat is laying on it. It's a backpack. It's a paratrooper style backpack, and you notice it's like boxed like this. What I did is I put inside of it made something out of cardboard basically, and I truck bed lined the cardboard. You can see it right here. And the reason I truck bed lined the cardboard and used Gorilla Tape to hold it together too was that it makes it pretty much waterproof. The cardboard won't fall apart if it gets wet. And eventually, if you really soaked it a real lot, it was soaked underwater, it would. But if it gets wet a little bit, it really waterproofs the cardboard, and it makes the backpack stiffer. And you have like a nice bottom on here. So if you put something in here, if it's a little bit sharp, it's not going to punch a hole in the bottom of the pack. I'm going to do that with this one too. So they can see that's why this one looks more squared off. And yes, you could make something like that out of leather, and that would make the pack be way more money. These are very cheap. I forgot what they are exactly, but normally they'll have discounts. There's various prices. I look for a discount, free shipping. They usually run specials on Bud K or C.H. Cadel's. And this one, I really love this one for the price. The little flag doesn't come on there with South Carolina. I've added that. I'll probably add one up here too someplace. This one, same thing. It's got, the other thing is, it's got more pockets inside. And let me open this up here a second. You see there's a zipper pocket inside. That's a great convenience. It's got, little pocket on this side. Usually that adds up to some kind of money. And it also has a heavy duty webbing on the bottom. Basically, this is a repo of a 1953 vintage U.S. Army pack. Maybe not to the same quality. I'm probably sure it's not, but pretty close. It's got padded canvas straps that are reinforced. They're adjustable. And what I liked about this one, when I put this cardboard liner in here, that I truck bed lined the cardboard, like I said, to make it more waterproof. It really is basically waterproof, because I use cardboard boxes and I truck bed lined them, and then I realized that they really do stay pretty waterproof. But that makes the pack more squared off, and I really like this one a lot. I use it quite a bit. But basically, it's the vintage series, the vintage accessories from Rothko. The other thing is, to me, it's a lot stronger than the nylon packs, even the nylon Cordura. And I also like the color better. I like the greenish color. I don't like the black color. I know you can get the other ones in the greenish color too, but there's something about the canvas. The only disadvantage you have with the canvas is that it could rot out if you get it submerged in water and it's constantly wet. But there's kind of solution for that too. And the solution to actually make these backpacks last a lot longer, especially in damp environments, is, besides making them waterproof, but then the water will shed off the backpack, in other words, not be absorbed into the cotton, where it could maybe affect it eventually, cotton canvas that is. this heavy duty water repellent, and I usually buy this in a 6-pack off of eBay, and you just spray it down there, and you know it stays on there because you're not going to be washing this backpack in a washing machine. I guess you could if you ever had to, but if you did that, you would have to retreat it. But the deal is, this will preserve it a lot longer too. And the other thing is, fire embers can burn the cotton canvas, but nylon burns a lot easier. So if you're near a campfire and you have some embers floating in the air, you don't want to have any of your equipment near there, but it's less likely you're going to have a burn hole in something like this. And also, the cotton canvas, in my opinion, is easier to repair. You just need so if you got real thick stuff you got to go through, you can use the Speedy Stitcher wall, whatever. And actually, I use this stuff on everything I have. I've already treated those. And these things last a very, very long time. And it's good to support smaller vendors. You probably get this on Amazon or something, but I'd rather support the smaller vendors instead of Jeff Bezos and whatever the heck is out there. And, since he doesn't have a brick and mortar store, except in Georgia, if you're outside of Georgia, the deal is without no sales tax. So anyway, over and out. It's a great deal, and it's very durable and practical. This is good for, you could use camera equipment, tools, whatever it is. And I found these kind of bags to fit in your car a lot better, or your trunk, or your car, or your truck, because they can conform to the shape of whatever's in it. If you get something that's like a strong plastic box, and if you don't have that much in it, the box takes up that much room. That's in this case, if you only have it half full, it's only going to take up that much less room because the bag collapses. And it's also breathable, because some of these other things you might have in the trunk of your car, if you get a little water in them, it's an area that's going to collect. You'll have the moisture trapped inside, and then it'll cause tools to get rusty or whatever have you have in there have problems due to the moisture. So, a lot of people don't think of these things, but there's many times old school is way, way better than anything else they're developing or they've been coming out with today. There's reasons why these things were good for umpteen years. You're talking canvas was used back in the 1800s. It's good today. I mean, they got this high-tech stuff. The only disadvantage with canvas is the weight. But there's not much weight difference when you're talking like a backpack or something like this. It's minimal. It's very minimal. There's a weight difference when you're talking about, a huge tarp or a tent that you might haul out to the woods or something. But, something like this size, there's minimal weight difference. So that's not really a factor when you're talking about something like this. And again, I'm going to probably put a thing like that in this. Because it makes this backpack like extremely, it's like you put stuff in it. It's like putting it in a box. It lays in there nice and flat and stuff. You don't have to worry about punching holes in the bottom or anything like that with that little cardboard box I made with the truck bed lining.